Good afternoon, it's Kay from the Paper Shed UK. Welcome aboard. I hope you're all having a fantastic weekend and enjoying either the sun or your craft room. Let's get started. I've just popped on just to show you this little sweet pea that I made. It was spotted in my box video and I've had a few people just request to have a look at it. So I thought I'd just pop on and show you what it was about. It's a mixed media project that was Sheila from Boho Daydreams. Her stuff is absolutely stunning. She does a lot of boho and very, very lacy vintage stuff, but it is lovely. And when I saw her do this and that she'd got a tutorial on it, I just had to have a go, really. I don't really know a great deal about mixed media, so I decided I'd like to just try it. It isn't something I would use. It is something that I would display, but it isn't really anything that I would use. But anyway, it starts off as being a heavyweight. When I say heavy, I mean about 400 GSM card. Now you can either cut them down to your 4x6 or in like an index card or postcard. Or you can actually buy the heavyweight index cards or postcards. You can't really get the real heavyweight stuff on UK Amazon. I believe the US do them, but it's very hard to get hold of. I actually just used some postcards that I already had that I wouldn't use for anything else. They did have patterns on them. So they did have a slight picture on them, and they had obviously the postcard sort of image on the back. But because you actually paint them and gesso them, you don't need to worry about that. So you could actually use doubled up. I would double them up because I've made this, but I didn't double my card up, and I think I should have done, because the more I've looked into with Sheila's, the more I can see that hers are really sturdy. So, yeah. So that was something that you need to consider, because mine are quite thin. They're not thick at all. And she does actually say that you need to use the thicker one because of the stuff that you're putting on as well. So, yeah. So I just thought I'll show you my beads. Sheila does make beads like these too. This one, like this one. And there's a tutorial on that as well, which is how come I started to make these beads. Her beads are absolutely beautiful. I did this little one because I couldn't put two of these on here, two of that size. So I made this little one, and look how beautiful that is. It's just so, so pretty. Beautiful. So I named mine Rose because Sheila names all of her journals. I made these tiny ones as well, just for the lace, because these ones would be too heavy for this sort of thing. So that's my front page. As I say, they're done on postcards. You paint them, gesso them, put some colour into them, then you do some collage with tissue and music paper and that sort of thing, however you want to do it. You do stamping, gold leafing, texture paste. There's an awful lot of processes to go through. But this is how it ends up. And you cut the pieces in half and then you put your book together however you want to put it together. I think these would work with almost anything. It doesn't have to be vintage. I think you could actually use this for any sort of theme. If you take a look at that there was what the postcard looked like to start with, and then obviously you split them down the middle and you put them in your book. Now it's not meant to have two the same, but I just ended up with that because that's how I put them in. But you mix them up, you decide which ones you do, front and back of the card in the same way. And you add your lace and your fancy bits and your bit of gold leaf. You are supposed to as well matte medium these over the top, just to seal it all in. That was just some wired ribbon I had, and I've just taken the wire off, really. I've literally just used whatever it is that I've got. I didn't buy anything special to do this. I just used stuff that I already had. Another piece of lace with some beads on. Birdcage, that's a beauty, isn't it? I love that. Little bird with his crown. Dragonfly. Embossed card there as well. Little bit of ribbon. Some more stamping. That's tissue. These are tissue. That's just spare butterflies that I had. Butterflies. More stamping there and there. A bit of lace. But it was a really nice project to do, actually. So if you want to sort of get to understand the mixed media, there's the other half of that bird cage. Isn't it just lovely? I mean, obviously you don't want them all to be overly decorated, but bit of rose gold leaf there. Butterfly. So you can sort of see the process of it. But I would, if you like it and you'd like to have a go, that's a bit of embossing, I would actually pop over and go and have a look at Sheila's, because hers are absolutely beautiful. So that's it. That's my little sweet pea. Her name is Rose. She will live in my craft room as my mixed media little journal. But anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for coming and spending a little bit of time with me today. I hope you enjoyed the little flip through. If you have any questions, please do ask. I'm always here to help. Have a lovely rest of your weekend that is left for you, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.